from one perspective, you could say that you've had a quiet game because the side have won 2-0, but you made a couple of crucial saves to keep the team in it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a busier game than probably last week and probably previous weeks, but have to give credit to lads out there. Like, it was a real tough first 20 minutes. The energy they produced, the hard work, the running, I think it kept us in the game. And then when we got the goal, it gave us something to hold on for. And yeah, defensively as a team, I thought we were fantastic. And yeah, I made a couple of saves, but which is always nice to contribute to a win. But yeah, the team, their work rate was fantastic today.
There was one particular save, I think it was in the first half. Charlie Ruff had a free kick. I don't know how late you saw the ball, but you flew across the goal and you palmed it away for a corner. It was the most dramatic save I think I've seen all season.
Yeah, it was the free kick was quite close. I knew that if it went over the wall, my chances of saving it were very slim. So I always make sure as a goalkeeper, if I can cover my side and the wall can do their job their side, and we have a good chance of keeping the ball out the back of the net. And fortunately, it was a savable shot, and yeah, kept it out.
And all through the game, it was nip and tuck, wasn't it? I mean, there wasn't a lot between the sides this afternoon. And you know, if you're looking at the paper in the morning, it says Ebbsfleet won 2-0. But the game, they could have got back in it at any point if you hadn't been so determined to keep them out.
Yeah, they're a good side. Obviously that's why they're third in the table, I think. So it's. We knew it wasn't going to be like a Concord Rangers. This team's well drilled. It's got some very good players that have played higher. So we knew we had to match them and better them today to get a win, and I think that's what we did.
What about these lads in front of you, your defenders? You work with them, you play the ball out, you play it to feet. Sometimes the fans on the terraces, they think this looks like a high-risk strategy, but you seem to get away with it. And I mean, you must put a lot of time in on the training field.
Yeah, I don't think it's about getting away with it. I think we work on it. We've been doing it all season, and yes, at times a pass may go astray, and that is a risk we play. But when we get out, you can see we can break on teams, and we can leave 6 or 7 of their players in our half, and we're breaking on just their back 3 sometimes maybe. So it's what the manager, that's his philosophy, and that's everyone's brought into it, and everyone's on the same page with our team. So we'll keep playing that way. Of course, there'll be times when we do kick the ball long, but it's very rarely, and we'll keep playing and we'll keep inviting the press.
You've got the best seat in the house, I suppose, to look at how, you know, when the team are playing well, to see how the play evolved. And let's go through the goals. That first goal, Dominic Pollian, I think he's got 22 now this season. I mean, he looked so casual when he turned that ball in the net.
I think he thought it was offside, to be fair. I think that's why he didn't really...
was it?
I don't think he looked very concentrated on the finish, but look, it's another goal for him, and that's great for him. That gets confidence, keep his confidence up, and yes, it was a good finish, great ball across the goal, and exactly what we work on in training.
And Dominic, I mean, he looks to be bang on form again, like he was earlier in the season. I think, you know, there's the period over Christmas, New Year when things didn't quite go the way the club wanted. But Dominic, you know, his head never went down. No. And the combination he's got with Rakesh Bingham up front, they seem to be telepathic, don't they?
Yeah, there's a good relationship between them, and even when Shax has been playing the last couple of games as well, or the 3 of them have a really good relationship. So it's very good to see the strikers all forming a strong relationship and all chipping in with goals. It's not just Dom, it's Rax as well. So it's really good.
But it's also good to see players coming off the bench who don't see a lot of game time, like Franklin Domi. And I mean, that was a top-class goal he scored. It was a real solo effort, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the lads that maybe don't get as much minutes as the others, they work extremely hard during the week, and the manager and the fitness team always has them up to speed. So when they come on, they'll be able to keep up with the pace of the game. And like you saw, Franklin came on and didn't look a bit out of place at all. He was straight in there, and yeah, a fantastic run, and yeah, good finish. But
just a quick word on the opposition goalkeeper. I mean, you as a goalkeeper, I'm sure you study other goalkeepers. He's a young man starting his career. He's only 20 years of age. He's on loan from Chelsea. He put in some important saves as well today and was very brave and came out. And the scoreline could have been a lot harder on Havant had he not had such a good game.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game. I think I spoke to a striker on one of the corners. He was like, "Oh, you're having a really good game." I said, "Your keeper's probably having a better game." To be fair, he made some really good stops in the second half, and if we had got that second goal maybe a bit earlier, it could have been a bit more comfortable come the end, but we didn't. And that was due to him making some really good saves.
Ask the senior players when I talk to them, you know, what have you got to do between now and the end of the season? And the response is always generally just take one game at a time. And I guess that's your answer too.
Yeah, we have an in-house target that we know we want to hit, but the focus is now onto Bath, and we've got a tough month where it comes to away games, where it's Saturday, Tuesday, and I'm sure all the squad will be used to get through that month, and hopefully we can come out having another good month like January.
But another clean sheet today, that must please you enormously.
Yeah, clean sheet, yeah, I think we haven't had one since Chelmsford, but yeah, we normally score a lot of goals, so clean sheets are really good when they come around.
And if you get a clean sheet, you've got a good chance of winning the game, haven't you?
Here, yeah, I think, I'm not sure if we haven't scored in a game this, maybe, yeah, one game maybe this season where we haven't scored, so yeah, exactly. If we can keep a clean sheet, we know we're in a great chance of winning the game.
Well, let's hope there are many more clean sheets to come, and congratulations on today. Wonderful
Cheers.
display.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Brilliant.
Mark.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mark.
No worries.